Hello, I'm Aiden. Welcome back to my channel. It's time for more Polybridge 3 today. Should be pretty epic. I believe there's 3 more levels in this Lava Lagoon map that we will be getting to, and then maybe suss out what the next map should be. We are indeed on the last 3 levels, but I noticed because like all the 2 sheep difficulty ones were already unlocked, but then like all of the 3 sheep difficulties are already unlocked as well. I think because we got enough of these done like under budget and unbreaking, which is pretty cool, pretty epic, but gotta finish the world first. Under over 36 thou, and we got a mini mover, which is actually kind of heavy for being such a small car. And this is a quite unique looking map, so I think I can only build inside the light colored zones, which is kind of whack, but at the same time it's not that big a deal, because I think after last episode I've become pretty epic at this game. If I had to pat my own back, I think I can do like the same or a similar design that I did on some previous episodes, where I can kind of start under and then move to an over position. The only issue is I can't like make a connecting truss, you know, on the top. I'll burn that bridge when I get to it, no pun intended. We can do one of those bad puppies, and then I can do that. Because this guy's 7.5 mass. So it's like heavy, but it's not like heavy. So I can kind of maybe do one of these and like direct the force down and away. I don't really, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, this is going to be way tougher than I think. So I'll do that, and it effectively shortens the length that the bridge has to be. But if I just do like regular trusses on the top here, like, doesn't that make this a hinge point? Can't that point move? I mean, maybe not that it's secured over here, but I'm still sus about it. I'm still not 100% sure. And the fact that I'm so far under budget also makes me think this is a no-go. Okay, I'll test it. Does the bridge hold itself? No. Oh, no kidding. Actually, I was kind of worried about that piece. Can a cheeky muscle solve it? I'm always one for a cheeky little muscle. It's kind of what I'm about, to be honest. Not that I'm claiming to be the inventor of the muscle, but being the one who made it popular, I think I'll claim that for sure. More so, what I'm worried about is the fact that, like, if the muscles fail, or like, say this piece fails next, and then that piece, the fact that these points aren't fully connected is troubling. Because I can, like, kind of sneak something like that in there. But is that going to solve anything? It looks pretty ugly. To be honest, it does not look like a good piece of construction. Oh man. Oh, for real? Like, is that doing anything? Or am I just adding unnecessary weight? Does it hold itself now? It does. But then this heavy-ass car. Dude, I'm so big brain, I'm predicting what will prove me to be small brain next. This is kind of fascinating. I think I can do that. I think I can simply do that. That looks pretty good. Does it? Does it actually? I'm not convinced. TBH, I am not at all convinced, but oopsie, I've proven myself wrong before. Typically in the bad way, where I think something will work and then it totally doesn't. Maybe I'll prove myself wrong in the good way. Cannot build outside zones. Yeah, I figured that. We're still 16 grand under budget. Maybe I shouldn't be so frugal. But the goal's to be top 50%, so I gotta make it work, you know? Really? Now what's the game plan here, folks? Like, what, do I just do something like that? That doesn't really actually look like it did anything, to be fair. They gave, like, there's a third node down here, right? There's 3 nodes on each side. Which, actually, now that I think about it, I think I can drop this. Because nothing about the middle bridge is breaking. It's all the support. Because the support's kind of the issue. Because of the whole, like, longer span. Because it's like a longer span. 7.5 isn't crazy heavy, but for a wheelbase this small, you can kind of see the size of the wheelbase means the entire car will be resting on one road bit at a time, which means all of the force is coming straight down here, and then coming straight down here, and then coming straight down here, which I think is what causes this failure on this side. Like, I feel like if it had a longer wheelbase, maybe this would be not as troubling. I'm thinking, too, can I add a muscle here? Does that do anything? Or am I just adding unnecessary weight? It is pricier, but if we think about it, what I just did, the arch of this bridge is going to send weight down these 2 nodes, right? Or these 2 points. So some of it will come down here, not a lot, but some of it will come down here and get funneled this way. And then most of it's coming down here. So if I support it kind of more of an arch up, so like arch it up and then arch it over, whereas this side, like, that's a weak point for sure. That's clearly a weak point. That's already broken in previous builds. I think I'm on the right track. I'm not sure if this is enough. 14 grand under budget still. But if it is enough, it would make me seem really smart. So much for that big brain opportunity I had. What if I just crack? What if I just say, you know what? Maybe I do need steel. It is an extra several $100s. No way. Okay. So that's all I needed. I just needed steel. You have to find that point where you can be frugal while also being smart. Where am I on the leaderboard? What happened? Where's my leaderboard thing? Hello? 22,500. Why is the leaderboard broken? Have I broken the game? I'm just gonna have to assume 22,500 would put me here, which has gotta be top 50%. I mean, this isn't much of like a bell curve necessarily, but if I'm over here, I've gotta be top 50%. I'm not sure why the leaderboard isn't working. I know damn well I'm connected to the internet, so I don't know what's going on. Hey, yo, Polybridge, fix yo shit for real though. I'll call that a success. Perhaps I have to reset the game. I don't know. See what other people did though. So 22.5 thou was my solution. let's see a nice cheap one here. This person, ooh, you know what? Okay, so this is by Chucko's Eye. I think maybe made it into a previous episode in this series. Same idea. Same big brain idea. You can even see the curve idea. The curve up to curve over and then come back down. It just I mean, damn, they saved almost $4,000 on mine. 99.9% max stress. So I'm guessing this bridge took a while to like finagle and like pinpoint where you can save money, which I of course did not do clearly. But the same idea just executed so precisely. I can definitely appreciate that. That's just a good looking bridge. That is just a good looking bridge. I'll give you the seal of approval from me. I don't know what this is. A fellow by the name of Joris Newman, Joris Newman, did, oh, let me see, yeah, this view. Let's work out what's going on here. So, they're almost double budget. 62% stress, and I think I flipped over to a tab when I was looking at the clearly broken leaderboard, and there was like a lowest stress leaderboard, which discovering this late kind of makes me look silly, but at least I discovered it. That's not very low stress. There are people in like the 20s and 30%. So Joris here spent double budget, just about. Still over 60% stress, but they made kind of a fun design. I mean, like the steel arch coming all the way up and over looks super strong. I mean, these boxes here. Wait a minute. Wait. I might be understanding what's going on here. They entirely filled in the given space to build. Like the light gray and the dark gray where you can and can't build, they filled it in completely. I get it now. I mean, I don't get why they did it. It's not efficient. Financially, I mean, stress-wise, it's lower than mine. You got me there, but at what cost? But the idea was to like fully fill it in, which I can appreciate. I can appreciate that. I give you the seal of approval of appreciation. Your bridge is appreciated. Very unique. Very unique. It takes a creative mind to think, I'm just going to fill up the entire space they gave me. Very epic and cool. So, unlike last episode, this was not necessarily a first try on my part. This lowest stress leaderboard is the one I was talking about, where like most people get 70 some odd percent. I was kind of high with 93%. But then, yeah, so our fellow there, Joris, did not make the top lowest stress leaderboards. But I'll cheer you on. Maybe next time we'll get them. I don't know why the leaderboard's broken. I am assuming I'm top 50%. Next level. Back to foundations. Holy. Okay. $222,000 budget. And the longest span I've ever seen. Cannot build outside zones. Oh, what? Cannot build outside build zones. Wait a minute. Did I build outside the build zones? Is that what it's telling me? Did I screw up somehow? Achievements, leaderboards, and unlocks disabled. Hold up. Are you fucking telling me that it counts this as being built outside the build zone? Cannot build outside build zones. I'm not. It wasn't. Are you telling me this node has to go? Is that what it's saying? Cannot build outside build zones. I'm fucking not, right? Maybe that's why it didn't show me on the leaderboard. I mean, that has to... I'm not outside any other build zone. Except for the little sneaky truss I snuck in there. But it looked like... If I can put it there... How do you count that as outside the build... Or like in... out of bounds? Like... Can the bridge work without it? Oh, I guess it can. Well, let's see if this fixes things. So the bridge can work without it. Did that fix my leaderboard? Boy, don't I feel fucking silly. If I just took the time to read the exclamation point instead of glossing it over like I did, what, 10 minutes ago or whatever. Yeah, I would have found those little nodes I snuck in there, they did not appreciate. And it counted me out. So the leaderboard's not broken. I don't need to re-download the game. Top 12%. My last bridge was probably top... I don't know, whatever, top 20%. Top 12% is pretty solid, though. I'm happy with that. Damn near top 5,000 of all time. That's actually kind of nice. I like that. So, good. Good to know. Got rid of the exclamation mark. I knew something was awry. I couldn't put my finger on it. I'm glad I found it out, though. Glad I found it out, though. Okay, so this bridge, though. How long of a... Oh, let me just see. Let me just see. 80 meters. An 80-meter span we have to cross. I get unlimited foundations, but with the goal of trying to get top 50%, how many do I use is the question. This'll be a real skill test here, because both cars go at once, 7 mass and 6 mass. Ooh, that car's got some style, got some mountains on the side, dude. The Longhorn. I'm guessing that's what's on the front of the car. Very epic and cool. Oh boy, so 7 plus 6, 13 mass is going to be on this bridge at once. 80 meters. Holy hell. The road itself costs 24 grand. Jesus, it makes sense why they gave me $222,000. I was thinking maybe it might be worth it to do a curved road, because curves tend to be, or the curves up tend to be a little stronger. But I think I'm just gonna go with this, and I'm gonna have to figure out, because I want the bridge to be symmetrical for strength. I'm gonna have to figure out where to put these foundations. Where's the middle point? Is it you? Is it you? No, it's not. 44, which makes you the middle point. Right? I gotta suss this. Was it this one? Yes, you are the middle point. So just to remind myself that like what I'm looking at, this is the middle point. And then, ooh, but do I wanna, no, 80 isn't divisible by 3. Because I was thinking if I do thirds, I can just get away with 2 foundations. But I might have to use 3 foundations. So I'll redivide this again. Is that 20? No. It's this one. So you, I believe, are 20, right? So that's 20. Check. That's 20. Check. Okay. So I only have to build half a bridge. Technically, but I have to build it really, really damn well. Plop you there. Okay. God, how do I do this? How do I do this? I might have to triangle time fast forward through this because I'm going to be doing a lot of trusses and then maybe suss out how best to support it, I think. It's a pretty damn expensive start, I would say. So I've got it kind of placed into sections, $104,000 already, and I haven't even started the supports from the bottom. But it's like perfectly symmetrical, even divided by 4. So I think I'll start by trying to suss out a support here. Maybe if I can, because if I just do a nice strong steel support up, I don't think that'll reach, but that's kind of okay because I want to make something like this. To kind of divert force down towards that piece of steel. So if I copy flippy, droppy, and then make that, turn that into a muscle, that looks nice and strong. Of course, this point here can pivot back and forth. I don't think it will, or at least I don't think it will very much. But this support itself is 51 hunch. That's actually not bad. That's not bad. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Clearly, I'm really far under budget. $102,000 under budget. So the chances of this bridge holding itself, I mean, I could see any part of this being the weakness because it's all steel. So those are weak points. I could just for the fun of it, just because I can, just a little cheeky wall brace. Maybe that's what's gonna save me. Maybe a little cheeky wall brace is the difference between this bridge holding versus not holding. Actually, now that I think about it, I might actually need to do more than a wall brace over there, because if we look at, take this middle section here. Take this middle section here for an example. So from this point to this point, every bridge is, or every section of this bridge is the same. But these two middle sections are supported further on either side, where 2 nodes, or 4 meters, 2 nodes worth of road have support to them. And it's the same here, but it's not the same here. So the start and the end of the road might actually be weaker, and thus I might have to do a little something like this. Now that I've kind of thought about that out loud, it would make sense to do a little something like that. Instead of just a wall brace. Actually, I mean, technically still a wall brace, but it's more logical. God, what a big fucking bridge. Good God. Okay, so that way, it's all fair. It's all fair. We're getting support for 4 meters worth of road on either side of the bridge, including now the start and end of the bridge. $98,000 under budget. I'm both worried, A, this bridge won't hold, and B, I'm not in the top 50%. I'm very worried. Does the bridge hold itself? Barely. Wow. Really? Oh, okay. So that's kind of curious. I feel like I've made 20-meter bridges before, And considering this is just four sets of 20-meter bridges, I'm kind of surprised that happened. I'm gonna be a little worried if I have to do this on every bridge, because those 3 pieces of steel, 41 hunch versus 25 hunch, those add a lot of cost per bridge. Shucks, dog. But if this is the fix, if this is the only fix, which I'm now doubting heavily, do it hold, it's still symmetrical, 90%, no fucking way. Damn, how is my trusses so bad? I thought I was the mad triangler, and here I am being defeated by my own triangles. Ain't no damn way. At this rate, I'm definitely not top 50%. This is nuts, dog. 87 thou under budget, but I've spent, that sounds like a lot. Realistically, I've spent about 2/3 of the budget though. 73% stress off jump. No shot, dude. This, by the way, this is as tall as the triangles can go. Like, I can't make the triangles any more tall or proud than they already are. Damn, really? Should I have fully metaled all of the top? Because it's either that, either a span this long just needs a metal bridge support on the top, or I've made a poorly designed bridge. It's one of those two things. So the stress climbs again. 80, 90, 100% stress. Fuck. Damn. Damn. Oh man, I'm starting to empty my wallet with these here, man. I kind of thought for sure these middle bits were like nice and efficient, but I think I even called out like one of these wooden pieces is going to be the downfall. It sure was. It sure was. I may have made a shitty bridge, but at least I was right about it. I think she's going to hold now. Oh, thank God. But I'm worried about... I'm fucking sorry. What? The bridge is symmetrical. I literally copy-pasted every support I built. What the fuck are you? Am I going crazy? Am I being gaslit? Is Polybridge gaslighting me? What is this? What the effing H am I looking at here, dog? This is some donkey shit here, brother. Fine, you get extra support because for some reason you're less epic. Cool. That's epic and cool. That's really neat, actually. Thanks, Polybridge devs. I'm sure it's my fault, but I love passing the blame if there's someone else to take it. Why that one bit? Don't tell me it's gonna do it again. What about that side of the bridge is different? I beg the question. What about that side of the bridge is different? Could it be 3.5 meters per second with an acceleration of 1, 4 meters per second with an acceleration of 2? Okay, I'll take back what I said for now. It could be the fact that the cars are closer together on this far side of the bridge that then makes that then makes it go all wacko style, all crazy on me. I take back what I said, Polybridge devs. I love your game. I think that's it, because they start and they're approximately 20 meters apart, but then by the end of the bridge, they share the same space on the bridge in the last part. Okay, I did the math. I watched it happen. It was as it is, okay? Wow, whoa, brother, top 20%. Okay, I was actually, in my mind, still angry at the thought that I'm probably not top 50%. That weight has been lifted, thank God. I thought for sure. I'm like, bro, I spent 2/3 of the budget, there's no way. Top 20% is crazy, dog. I still might be goated. Let's fucking go, chat. This is awesome. 81 thou under budget. Top 20%. I just wonder. I'm way down here in like the stress. I want to see. People did that. Wow. So I was still 95% stress in the end. People did that for sub 15% stress. Sub 20. Most of these, I don't want to call them tryhards. That sounds like a negative term, but the people who try hard at not making or making strong bridges. Sub 20% stress is crazy. I'm kind of fascinated by the low stress leaderboards. That's fun. I want to see what other people did. Did other people have the same like idea of doing like 20-bit symmetrical bridges? Whoa, I just saw some crazy shit. What are you? Joris Newman again. Wait. Didn't Joris Newman have a crazy wacko looking bridge in the last episode also? This is cool as hell. And it's strong. I mean, granted they went a little bit over budget, but I'm not pinching pennies here. Strong, sub 60% stress. Look at the style. Like, that's so... This dude should be an architect for real. That's really cool looking. I don't know how people would pull it off in real life. Or, I mean, if any lovely commenters out there know a bridge that looks like this in real life, let me know what it's called. I want to look it up on Google, man. This is cool as hell. I mean, it's... I don't want to call it logical because it's clearly not. But all of the supports, I'm guessing there's a foundation in the water underneath each one of these low points, which provides support, and then super strong steel trusses going up and down in between makes sense, and it's all held together additionally with the trusses, those wooden X's in the middle. Very logical. I get how they did low stress on it. But that is so cool looking. That is so cool. Let's see. I want to see someone that did it for cheaper than I. Okay, so they did the same... Kind of a cool panning camera following the limo. That's fun. So they did approximately the same idea as me. Splitting it up into 4 separate 20-meter bridges. But these supports using road instead of steel, I can see how it would save money. And then just the full arch. They use the node down there, because there's a second node down there too. The full arch from the very bottom of each foundation and then connected to the wall nodes. That's crazy. Damn near broke, but they saved $30,000 over my bridge? That is remarkably efficient. That's made by a fellow named Stolo. That is really cool. This one is a touch more expensive than mine. It looks like The cameraman was fucking sleeping on the job here. We only get to see this one part of the bridge. But about the same stress that I got in the end. But using the nodes and the foundation kind of in a similar way. Lots of steel. Lots of steel. These tiny, look at that tiny little truss that the Longhorn is standing on. That's crazy. Just kind of holding those two bits of road together because these massive, strong-ass steel supports here do all the other work. It's literally, I'm guessing this truss is literally just to hold those two bits of road together. That's kind of fascinating. Clavicus vial. Tip for you, Mr. or Mrs. I'll just call you fella vial. Vial fellow over here. Just maybe follow the cars with the camera next time. Could be an interesting tip for you. Not that I'm hating, I'm just, ideas. The final Lava Lagoon map. Tri-line, $82,000 budget. I'm guessing, yeah, all cars go at once. So you have to get to the middle. You go down. You go down. So is the angle the same? Let me do the math. Not that I have to do the math. The trace tool kind of does it for me. If I fill you, is this the same angle as this? It looks like it. And then this being the same angle as this? I think it is. For the most part, it kind of looks like it's all the same angle. There was a level like this that I think was 2 roads. 3 roads is going to be very interesting. There's going to be a lot of weight all over the place. I think the first order of business is going to be, I can simply make, they're not going to be perfect triangles because of the angle, but I can make X's on every point. Actually, they're kind of off. Before I copy flippy pasty, I want to make sure they're like the lines are straight. I'm just eyeballing it. I don't need to do, I've done enough math today, and that I didn't even do a lot, to be honest. If I do this all the way down, I'm already starting to think this is maybe not the most efficient method. I'm already half budget. What? Yo. My bad. Because these lengths are different. I'll have to do this one by hand. Plop you there. Plop you there. See, I have my problems with auto-triangulate. Like, why can't it simply read my mind and realize I don't want to make muscles right now? I've done enough of that today. If I do all this, I've got the weirdest feeling I'm not going to be top 50%. I'm already, like, damn near 2/3 budget. There's got to be a better method than this. Right? It's not even going to hold itself. This entire half of the bridge is unsupported, and then all of the weight of the top bridge is on this bottom bridge. So I think I'm still gonna have to do a little bit like that, and a little bit like that. I don't know how much that realistically helps. TBH, and then maybe I could do a little something like this. There's no way I'm top 50% on this one. I'm so high budget, and I have the strangest itching feeling it's not gonna hold. God, that's a long span. That is a long span to be unsupported. I want to make a nice big wall brace. Maybe span it over 4 bits of road so it'll be an 8-meter wall brace. But is that gonna be enough? Gosh, I'm 24K under budget. Oh, maybe I'm stressing too much. I'm being too frugal. I'm stressing too much about it. Do it hold itself? It does hold itself. The weight of 3 cars at once? Okay, wait. Wait, I just first tried it. What am I top? What am I top 50? Top 8. God damn it, dude. I stress myself out with the thought of not being enough, not having done well enough, and then it just pans out for me. It just pans out totally fine for me. Yo. That was so clean. And that's my first try. This episode, at least. Top 18%. No was I top 20% this whole episode? That's fucking nuts, dude. I kept the stress sub 90%. What did most people get? Well, I'm like bottom 43% on the stress leaderboard. Thank God I'm not trying to max both at the same time. I don't even think that's possible. Once again, most people did it, or most people going for minimum stress did it for sub 30, which is super impressive. Top 18% is crazy, man. I thought for sure, I once again worried the bridge wouldn't hold itself or I'm not top 50. That's crazy. So I did it for 57 thou. What did other people do it for? Let's look at you. You did it for 81 thou. This is one of the ones. I think I've had this person on before, Changmol 815. I think I've shown levels of theirs before. This is a low stress one, so sub 40%, and they're under budget, so that's notable. But there's something about the low stress bridges that they just have a look to them. Like the huge trusses, super tall trusses. This is unique on this side. Sub 40% stress is crazy. So massive steel supports from these middle 2 nodes. And then these trusses all make sense. Very tall, proud trusses. This is the interesting part. They went truss under. And then they used rope in tension on the bottom trusses here. Which is fascinating. It makes sense in my mind. But it's something I don't think I would ever do because of how pricey it is. Like, I get it helps with stress a lot, but it's so pricey I wouldn't have even thought to do that. That's ingenious. And then these huge steel supports on either side. This is just a hardy looking bridge. Like, you could put semi-trucks on this bridge and I think it would be fine. That's just good. That's just a good bridge. Anyone else close to mind? 57 thou. This person did it for 42? What in the hell am I looking at? Oh, there's so many moving parts here. And I don't mean that metaphorically. I'm like literally bits of this bridge are moving. Is this technically a dangly road in here? I mean, they did it for 15,000 fewer dollars than I. Which is notable. I mean, I'm not going to take that away from them. But you look at that and it's just like, something about this game's physics is just slightly off. Fimble Somer with this genius wibbly wobbly bridge, lacking the timey-wimey, but it's got the wibbly wobbly down. Totally chill. Ooh, the use of rope over here is interesting. I mean, they went for low stress, but there's a rope in between these bits. There's no Oh, there's no under support. This entire length of bridge, it's got a single piece of wood here. Wait a minute. This... I just realized that. Holy shit. Check this out. Look at this middle part here. The tow truck beats the VW van to this middle part. There's no support at all. I think this is like 6 meters of road in the middle here. There's no support at all for these 6 meters of road. They're fully dangling. But the tow truck is tall enough that when it gets underneath it, the tow truck supports the road above it. Look at that! That's so cool. It's insane. It's certifiably nutso, but that's so cool. The use of rope over here for the weak side of the bridge. The tow truck holding up the VW van. One cheeky wall brace. I see you. One cheeky wall brace. This is crazy. That's crazy that works. Wow. Well, that's Lava Lagoon. Fully done, fully level completed, under budget, unbreaking, on Lava Lagoon. So that leaves us 3 choices. Vaulty Towers, Bifrost Bend, and Rustic Barrens are the remaining 2 sheep difficulties. Could just jump ahead to a 3 sheep if I wanted to. But, yeah, let me know in the comments if you have any opinions, if I should go to any of these. This one looks crazy. Faulty Drive just says error on it, and it looks very Tron-like. But yeah, Lava Lagoon, Excelente, fully beaten. I love Polybridge. Such a fantastic series. Polybridge 3, pure, polished, excellent. I feel like the bridges today were wonderful. That last one I had, what a massive success. I was literally so stressed and nervous about it not working or being too high on the budget scale. So clean, so crisp, so pure. If you've been enjoying this type of content, smooch that subscribe button. I appreciate you. Bye.